Isles lose 4-1 this afternoon down in Sunrise against the Florida Panthers. Well, guys, that's why they are the two-time defending Stanley Cup champions. The game was pretty hard fought all throughout. Florida was clogging the zones and putting a lot of pressure on, not giving the Islanders a lot of room to skate for the entire game. The Islanders looked kind of frustrated at points where they were trying to generate offense and they just couldn't. And when they did get that opportunity to get that puck going, Tarasov, the backup goalie for Florida, stood tall in the nets. He made some pretty decent saves on a bunch of different chances from the Islanders through the first two periods to keep the Panthers in the lead. And, that was probably the difference in the game. Statistically, the Panthers outshot the Islanders 30-21. They were both only had one power play, and there was a couple of matching minors. Travis Mitchell took two of those, where he took another Panther off with him twice. And statistically, the game was pretty even. The face-off dot was 51% for Florida, 49% for the Islanders. Islanders did bring down their giveaways. They only had 13 in this game, and Florida had 12, so that was pretty much an even cut. And in terms of takeaways, Florida had 6 and the Islanders had 4. The Islanders' only goal came in the second period at 3:07 from Matt Barzal, who made a pretty decent shot. Actually, it wasn't at 9:00. It was at 9:03. Excuse me, 9:03 of the second period. From Matt Barzal, put in a backhand shot, with assists going to Matthew Schaefer and Ryan Pulock. Overall, watching the game, it was not that they didn't play well. The Islanders did play a pretty decent game overall. David Riddick played a pretty decent game overall. Florida was just really clogging the zones and playing hard on the puck, playing hard on the boards. There's a lot of board play in this game. A lot of times where the puck was not being moved around at all. And when it did get moved around, it was kind of like getting bounced around from player to player. Even Florida was having some difficulty connecting 2, 3, 4 passes in a row. So there was not a lot of open space in this game. I guess you have to, when you look at it, walk away from this back-to-back weekend series down to Florida on Dads and Mentors weekend as a success, with one road win and one road loss against two teams that are extremely good in the National Hockey League, albeit Florida right now is struggling and they are out of the playoff picture, but they are only 5 points out of even first place in their division. So the Eastern Conference is just ridiculously close right now. Every win, every loss, every point that's left on the table is a problem. The Islanders did take 2 of 4 this weekend. Would have been nice to come home with more than that, but you take what you get, put them in the bank, come home now for a 3-game homestand at UBS Arena, beginning on Tuesday with the Las Vegas Golden Knights, and then Thursday against the Anaheim Ducks, and then Saturday, the Tampa Lightning come back for their third and final game against the Islanders on Saturday afternoon, Pat LaFontaine's Hall of Fame ceremony game, where he's inducted into the Ring of Honor at UBS Arena. So, overall, not a lot to complain about in this game, not a lot to sing about either. It was a well-played game, but it was also a frustrating game from the standpoint that the Islanders could not get their motors running and generate a lot of offense. The 21 shots that they did get were pretty much all in the first period and first half of the game. The second half of the game, Florida really clogged the zone and really shut them down. The Islanders only had 3 shots in the third period for their 21-shot total. So it tells you a lot about how Florida responded and how they clamped down and how they played defensively. Kudos to them. So going to leave it there, and we will look forward to Tuesday night at UBS when the Las Vegas Golden Knights come to town, and see how the Islanders can respond coming off this road trip for their Dad and Mentors weekend. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you're looking forward to it. Let's go Islanders. Let's go.